Issues like abortion and the vacancy on the U.S. Supreme Court are taking center stage for conservative voters in this election year. Our Cronkite News Washington Bureau reporter Katie Bieri has the latest as the High Court took on a major abortion case out of Texas today.
While the question of a replacement for the late Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia goes on in Washington, the work continues for the court's remaining 8 justices. And today, they took up one of the most divisive issues for the court and the country.
Politicians don't belong in our exam rooms.
The energy was palpable on the steps of the Supreme Court today. Thousands turned out for the first significant abortion case in almost a decade. At issue are restrictions on abortion clinics in Texas.
Is this what you want? No!
Supporters said the law protects women. Opponents said it was a sham.
Stop the sham! Stop the sham!
And several Arizonans were there to make their voices heard.
It's a very large national issue. Arizona shut down abortion clinics. Mississippi only has one left.
I think the climate in Arizona is really tough for a lot of people.
That's Miriam Young, executive director of a civil rights group that's worked extensively in Arizona.
The so-called prenatal non-discrimination laws that are being passed in Arizona and other states are using lies about our country to try to make abortion access difficult.
But pro-life protesters said their goal is to protect women.
To tell women that they need an abortion to be free or to be powerful or to be equal is wrong and misogynistic.
Basic protections for clinics, basic safety precautions for clinics, I think that's pro-women.
But for one Phoenix native, it's all about access.
I think that it's really important that Arizona women and all women in this country have access to good education and options and abortion if that's what they choose.
If the Texas law is upheld, it could force the closure of 3/4 of abortion clinics in the state. The justices should issue a ruling by June, but with the absence of Scalia, it could be a court evenly divided. In Washington, Katie Bieri, Cronkite News.
More Vote 2016 updates now. There's a new supporter for whomever ends up the Republican nominee for president. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey says he'll back the Republican nominee even if it's Donald Trump. Ducey believes the GOP primary remains wide open following the results of Super Tuesday, and also stated what's important to him is beating Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders.
Not everyone in the GOP feels the same way about a possible Trump victory. 2012 presidential nominee Mitt Romney is expected to speak out tomorrow against Trump becoming the Republican nominee. Romney has been critical of frontrunner Donald Trump on Twitter, but has yet to endorse any of this year's candidates.